But hey, I'm a big fan of Gorilla Glue.
Are you?
I am.
I didn't know
big
this
fan?
about you.
I'm a huge fan.
Are you stuck to it?
Look, I mean, come on. Look at my hair.
Inseparable. I figured the jokes are going to go on.
Are you stuck to it?
You know, what do you think? That's good. This
I
isn't
would
something
doubt
about
there's
Mary
Gorilla Glue
hair
in
right
there. I
here.
wouldn't doubt that. You got that glued on there? It's perfect every
It
day.
does look perfect
Every day.
Has it changed since the last week?
I don't think so.
No.
Do you
I go.
sleep on
I
your
wake.
arm like this
Hey,
so
we
you
have a
don't mess up
snowstorm
your
right
hair?
now.
Gor-
and he's
Gorilla
got the same
Glue.
hairdo.
Best hair in
Gorilla
the
Glue.
business.
You don't need. You can sleep however you want to with Gorilla Glue.
Good
Man.
Texas.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey, I used to use big sexy hair, but if I'm gonna use a Gorilla Glue, I'll use that too.
So the story here next is I thought I could lick it off. Man who super glued a Solo cup to his face.
Yeah.
Oh, for the idiotic Gorilla Glue challenge ends up in the ER after accusing mom. I can't even hardly get through this. After accusing mom who got adhesive stuck in her hair of lying. He accused her of lying. So a Los Angeles man ended up in the emergency room after doing the Gorilla Glue challenge, inspired by the viral story of a Louisiana woman who sprayed permanent adhesive all over her hair and required the assistance of a surgeon to remove it. Len Martin, who is also originally from Louisiana. Boy, there's a
Something in the water
theme
down
here.
there. More than crocodiles.
I like her food.
He was convinced that Tessica Brown was lying about the Gorilla Glue incident, and her hair was not, as she claimed, immovably and frighteningly stuck to her head. Do I need to keep reading?
No. Stupid is, stupid does.
It.
Yeah, you can't fix stupid.
I'm
Darwin.
pretty sure everybody's heard the story. Tessica Brown, she ran out of one of her hair products and decided, hey, I got this aerosol can of Gorilla Glue. And
That's an
obviously-
important thing to add. Yes,
Yep.
thank you.
And didn't, read the instructions. She just went with it. And what became of it is her hair was literally hard, like as a rock, I guess you would imagine. She did a TikTok video finally after about a month of dealing with it, because I would imagine there's probably a lot of embarrassment with it and hoping she could resolve the issue on her own. From my understanding, she finally reached out and, I feel for her, but I'm going to call it, and it was stupid. That was just way stupid. But I also realize people make mistakes.
Here's what I like about what you said. That was stupid.
She's not stupid.
Yes.
That was stupid.
That was stupid. Because the problem that I have with this as I was reading and researching it is there are so many people like degrading another human being.
Right.
I mean, we can do that we do that to kind of each other, right?
Yeah.
We're friends and, becoming better friends. Actually, some of you I didn't really know before we started the show. But we become good friends, and we'll goof around with each other, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
But when you see on Twitter and Instagram and all these other places and articles, and they are tearing this poor woman down that did a stupid thing, I have issue with that.
Yeah,
this was a stupid thing.
I don't, I've been thinking about this a lot for the past few days, and I don't think she was stupid. I think the act was stupid. I think she just didn't think it through. She was probably in a hurry. She had to go. We all make mistakes. So, and if anything, the softer side of me reaches, I feel for her. Her anxiety, she's talking about panic attacks. I cannot imagine as a woman who likes to do her hair and look nice to wake up every day and then your scalp starts burning and then it starts hurting. So I feel for her. If anything, at the end, I was so glad she reached out and that people were so generous enough. The plastic surgeon came through. But here's the issue that we move on. Now we have copycats. Now we have people who are like, what?
Challenge. Yeah, the
That's
challenge.
nothing, darling. How about I put a plastic cup to my lips? And, and then this guy out of Los Angeles is videotaping himself saying this, filming himself saying this is nothing. You also have another girl who did the exact same thing, put Gorilla Glue in her hair, and is reaching out to the public saying, help me, what do I do? I don't know. Like when you already have one case of it and it's gone viral, and then you start getting more and then I start
The gal with
questioning
pink
it.
hair had 500,000 followers at the time she did it. So what is her incentive? What is her incentive?
Totally.
What is her incentive?
And I was gonna say
I
was gonna say that too. I did a podcast with somebody and we talked about some of that a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I got rid of TikTok for a lot of reasons, but people are starting to be so hyperbolic in whatever fashion that they can be in weird ways just to get those followers. And I get back to like my philosophy. It's good to have fun, but what's your motivation? What's your principle base, right? Like, are you just doing this to generate those followers and
Kind of like
all
us
those
doing
things?
this. Kind of like us.
We
I mean, not in the same sense, but what is our base? What is our followers? What is...
yeah,
We'll bring
no,
Gorilla Glue for you next
And
week,
again-
North America.
and I think what you mean by that is when I interviewed or vetted or whatever each of you, I said the number of followers isn't the difference, it's the loyalty. We want to create some loyalty. I said that from the beginning.
Yes.
And it's finding those loyal people that are interested in the way that we think, which is weird, but that's what's key, right? And because this is a principle-based thing. This is not something that we came in and said, hey, we're going to try to do all this wild stuff and we're going to get 10 million followers and all that kind of
That's
stuff.
where
This
I was
is
leading to.
absolutely.
Trying to into that, Matt, is your mission.
But go ahead.
No, the financial end of this nobody's brought up either.
I was gonna.
That's crazy because I can see other people doing that just for that alone. The GoFundMe,
Yeah.
and then the surgeon did it pro bono.
And we
It's
should
like-
mention that Tessica Brown took the GoFundMe amount of money, and she did end up donating it. She donated from the plastic. She got the plastic surgeon to help her for free, and I think it raised over $20,000. I want to say it's like $23,000. So she is donating it to the charity of this plastic surgeon, and the other $3,000 is going to local families in the Louisiana area. So good for her. So, again, what I'm thinking is desperation, right? What are we willing to do to our own bodies for fame? We're okay, having Gorilla Glue on our head for a month and stinging, agonizing pain for followers, for possible money. We don't even know. They go into this filming themselves and they don't even know what's to become of it. I don't know. I don't know what I think about that.
And in her defense, I can't believe it.
Wait, how do I defend her, Craig's?
No, in her
thinking.
defense, the first article that I saw about this, there was a hair product that had a gorilla of some sort on it.
Yes.
So
that-
did she have
I
true
didn't know that.
confusion?
Well, 'cause it was
Maybe,
aerosol.
maybe
'Cause
not.
it was
But
aerosol. Yeah.
but if she's embarrassed, why is it on TikTok? Like she didn't
Exactly.
put it on TikTok
No.
because she's embarrassed.
Yeah.
There was some.
Yeah.
I have to believe that there were some ulterior motives for publicizing the asinine mistake that she made.
What I
And
learned
then
out
the
of
other
it,
people
I didn't
are
even realize.
absolutely looking for publicity.
Sorry for interrupting. I was just going to say, and what I learned, I didn't even know Gorilla Glue had an aerosol glue, so I
either.
learned that from it. I'm like, I didn't even know they had that product. And interesting enough, I'm going through Walmart, and what do I see? A line of Gorilla Glue products. They have everything,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm like, so what's next?
Like literally, I'm a
What
fan.
yeah.
I used it yesterday. Not that stuff. I used a Gorilla Glue product on plumbing stuff.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
imagine their sales, financial speaking, because you mentioned it, they're going through
The
the, roof now.
publicity.
So
Yeah.
there we go with that.
You can't
Gorilla
pay
Glue
for
wins.
that.
In
Can
the
you
end.
imagine? I mean, we're gonna see her on like commercials
Yeah.
sooner or later for Gorilla Glue.
Maybe.
I don't
win-win
think so.
for
I
her
don't
and
think so.
Gorilla
I
Wait,
don't
Glue.
know.
actually,
I don't
I
think
disagree
so.
with you 100% with that because then it'll become racial. They will not do that.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
think
sorry to
so.
say it and point it out, but she's
Oh,
an African American
I
woman.
didn't even think
They
about
won't do
that.
And
I thought that
let's
angle,
hope they don't.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
didn't
I
think
just
that
think that
either.
way. It'd be poor taste. I think. Obviously,
That's
we
sad.
wouldn't think that
Because
way,
it's
but my
Gorilla
brain
Glue.
goes there, and I know that some people would associate
That's
it,
sad.
and then it would become more of a bigger
That's
issue.
sad.
I just
I
think
say
that.
no. They wouldn't.
I
use it
never
because it
even-
was a mistake.
honestly-
I
mean, 'cause
don't
it was-
want to be like I think that way. I've seen and heard of instances in the past. Give you an example. I was a nanny many moons ago, and I was in a play area, and I was watching these two children play, and one was a African American child, and the other child that I was taking care of was white, and they were just so innocent and beautiful, and this one was just so curious, and I made some comment like, "Oh my gosh, you're just like Curious George," and then the mother or caretaker looked at me and she said, I know what you meant by that, but that might be taken." Kind of.
Oh my
And I all of
gosh.
a sudden I went, oh my gosh, because I totally didn't mean it in that way at all. I love the show. I did not think about it, and so
Wow.
unfortunately, that's where some people will go with
See,
that.
yeah.
I say they won't use her because it wasn't used for their purpose. And they've made
No,
big
that's true.
disclaimers. They
Right.
I
make
know
just big
they do
disclaimers.
make big disclaimers,
Yeah.
and that's my
So
point.
it's
Like
not
they
used
they,
for
they
purpose.
would
So I say
like
they want
Sorry
it
to
as
go
a
there,
marketing
guys,
thing.
But here's something that as we were talking about it and stuff that popped in my head. There's that song "My Name Is Human." I looked it up. Highly Suspect apparently is the name of the band. I can't read some of the lyrics, but
Bleep, bleep,
but
bleep.
what I thought is you know, that's just it. We're all human, right? And I see all those tweets and they're just shaming her and all this stuff. It made me really sad. And as we were talking about it, this is what popped into my head is, you know, my name is human, right? And we're all human. We all make these stupid mistakes. And let's just like, you know what, Lisa, I love your hair, but don't. Next week, come on now, you know. But you know what I'm
blowout.
but you know what I'm saying. Like we need to have some compassion with each other and not be hyperbolic and try to blow things up and get followers and all that stuff. And
So why is she making more videos?
exactly. No,
Yeah.
I mean, at some point you have to say, look, Tessica, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to feel bad for you anymore.
Yeah.
Is there any monetary gain for TikTok?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh yes.
Oh, for
There's
followers.
remember that guy on a skateboard that went massively viral months ago,
Was he
6-8
drinking like
months
cranberry
ago.
juice or
Jackass
something?
Yeah.
Drinking
Mhm.
something,
Yeah.
and everybody started.
And he was singing
Yeah.
he was singing like a Journey song or whatever it
Yeah.
was. Probably wasn't Journey, but you know, he's just filming himself. He's going to work, you know, he's having a good time and went massively viral. TikTok paid him like $300,000 for what it did. Yeah.
I had
It
friends
was
that
crazy.
recreated that on TikTok,
Sure.
and they used different things like milk or
Yeah.
just trying to be sort of.
Yeah.
They made it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
But that's the point. He went and bought a house. He cleaned up. He got a better job, and or maybe not a better job. He like what I remember reading is he kind of stepped it up with his job or whatever. But that's the kind of stuff that's what it should be for. That's what viral stuff should be for. The monetary gain. That's what it should be for sure.
Okay.
So no glue, Gorilla Glue to the head or to the face.
I
Or
ran.
To the body.
Or to the
We all
body.
learned
I
our
ran
lessons
out.
from.
Super glue as a
Super
kid.
glue
Your
on your
fingers
nails
will
is
stick
hard
together?
enough. Like if you've ever gotten super glue and trying to glue your nail back on, that's bad enough.
I was
No,
doing
never.
plumbing yesterday, and I had to use I think it was a Gorilla brand anyway. A 2-part epoxy, and I wore gloves. I mean, it says right on there, don't let it freaking touch your skin. Mm-hmm. So
Well, just real quick before we move on to the other, my mom, she'll kill me probably for saying this, but whatever. It's a joke in our family. So she accidentally put crazy glue in her eyes. She thought that the eye drops were. My mom has a hard time seeing. This was before she had her cataracts removed. She wears fake nails, and she's always been known for it. So she happened to have the crazy glue. What she thought was very close to the eye drops. And so I get this frantic phone call at night, and this was years ago, and she's crying. I couldn't even understand her, and I finally just said, I'll be right there. Just meet me downstairs. And she gets in the car, and she's crying. And I'm like, what is going on? I knew it was bad. All of a sudden, she's trying to tell me the story in between the gaffes of crying that I thought the eye drops were. And I'm like, and I'm going to say, oh, crap, Mom. No. Because I just knew it. And so emergency room later, they removed her eyelashes. Luckily, it didn't ruin her eye, but they really had to remove all.
caught.
Yeah. So it happens. You know,
Yeah.
it's a funny story. We can tell
My
now. My
name is
mom's
human.
super not going to appreciate that I told it on air, but you have to, you know, hopefully she'll find humor in this later. Hopefully all these people will find humor in it as we do. So,
Wow.
yeah.
But stop gluing yourself
Yeah.
to things.
Yeah. You can't fix stupid, right, Craig?
John,
Duct
even
tape
with,
can't-
even with Gorilla Glue.
you
No.
can try.
Oh, I feel for your mom.
Oh, that's crazy.
And of course, as you guys all know, the memes are going crazy with this Gorilla
Yeah.
Glue. Everything from, you know, hey, you know, use it for this, and the KY jelly, you'll be inseparable. I mean, they're going mad, but
Well,
I'm sure
coming
it'll-
from the meme twins.
yeah.
Meme and meme.
Yeah, meme and meme. Hey, I
Meme
think that
and
sounds like a new
memer.
page.
Yeah.
I like
meme
it.
and memer.
Yeah, meme and meme.
Hey, a lot of people have asked how they can support the work we're doing here at Matt Logan Speaks. Well, you see this hammer that I got in my hand? It's pretty big. All you have to do is hammer the share button. Go ahead and hammer out a comment to us. Go ahead and hammer the like button. Go ahead and hammer the subscription button. go ahead and hammer the notification bell so that when we have new content up, you're the first to know about it. We really appreciate the comments, shares, likes, because you know what? That's the best way you can support us, because the algorithms on all these fancy computers, that's what they need. We appreciate it.